What's up everybody, it's Atare, and today I'm going to show you how to craft PFPs onto blanks. So let's get started. So on the website, you're going to go to the SSCC, the Super Serious Command Center, and select craft blanks and PFP items. And then finished items. And then you're going to... Whoa, what's going on? What's this? Oh hey, that's me and the other captains. That's strange. A blank coffee bag. Is that a new item? What happens if I... and mint? Oh shit, that's an epic! Captain's brew coffee. That looks rare. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Hi.
This is the damn 14, the 14th show, I believe. Can somebody fact check that? Really quickly. I want to make sure I get that right. We had San last week.
We had
So,
sun last week.
14.
Wow. Okay. So
13.
San was 13. This is the 14th episode
Wow.
of the damn show. Isn't that crazy? we're
It is
we're getting
crazy.
into we're teenagers now, and we're gonna start getting a little angsty.
We're
So
teenagers.
you know how angsty we all were at 14. So everybody, watch out! Watch out! This is where the hormones start to kick in.
We're gonna start to be rebels and, smoke marijuana.
I'm gonna show up
Said
with.
smoke marijuana.
Well, Diamond's already got their down pat. Diamond's got their down pat, but maybe we're gonna show up with like blue hair one week because these are the teenage years. You got to get it out of your system right now. I want to see a punk rock maybe. I want to see
I was more
an
emo kind of style. Yeah, I
an
was
emo
like that.
Atare.
I was never punk rock. But yeah.
How are you doing? Maybe. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. So much stuff happened, like from last week when we had the events in New York City to this week with the WAGMIs, and then the announcement of the WoW Gala. Like so much stuff happened, like in the last 7 days. So I'm super excited, and let's just get started with this damn show today.
Yeah. Diamond, how about you? How you doing?
Oh, just doing the damn thing out here. Another lovely day. Enjoying the weather. Got some community stuff I'm going to go tap into later. Some community artists are laying down some incredible art. Always love getting some of that vibe as well, right? I love digital art, but like when, I don't know, I'll post it on my Twitter. There's just some cool chalk art some folks are doing in my town. It'd be really awesome. Me and my
Right
wife are
on.
going to go check it out. So, beautiful day. Excited to get this show going.
Hell yeah. And I tweeted this out earlier today, but it's something you said to me privately. You were like, I'd rather hang out with some damn degens than some mad degens. And so if anybody's been wondering why the damn show and why not the mad show, there's your answer.
Yeah.
Look, it's a big week. We had the WAGMIs on Thursday. Honestly, maybe I echo what you say because yesterday was Friday, and there's nothing that I wanted to do than just stay in and get to bed really early and just sleep. Because I thought about it. Last Friday, I flew into New York. We had the weekend. Sunday, I flew back. And then we've had just event after event. And the WAGMIs getting prepared for that, which we're going to talk about on this show, which is actually what I want to start with. The WAGMIs, the first
The
annual WAGMIs. How do you guys... let's reflect on that for a second. So, first of all, congratulations to all the winners of all the different awards. Congratulations to Carl as well for winning the Hype Award. Diamond, actually, so that trophy is from New York. Bugsy, Van, and Kent got us a care package, and so we haven't shown that on the
There is
damn show
one
yet
for you
because we
too.
want. Yeah, we're waiting for you to get your package in the mail,
Oh,
and then
awesome.
we're gonna wear everything that they have together at the same time on the show. So Bugsy, Kent, and Van, if you're listening, that's why we haven't shown it. Trust me, those are coming.
Thank y'all.
We gotta wait for Diamond to get his in, all the way in
And
California.
Merlin as
Uh,
well.
Merlin as well. Thank you. Yes. And so yeah, I mean, we had the WAGMIs. We hosted it, and we all got dressed up, and we had some cool graphics on the show, and a lot of people showed up. And to me, what stood out was just the outpouring of support for each individual winner, and how special each person that won felt, because we saw it in their words on the live stream and also on Twitter. And so maybe I want you to reflect on that a little bit. First of all, the WAGMIs, and then jump into that, because I know you had some things to say about the impact of the show.
So it was amazing to see the community so engaged, and people were so happy to receive awards or to even be nominated. Wow, like let's put it like this. I was expecting excitement on one side, but I wasn't expecting so much excitement. Like, I have to say it was more than I thought. People were just super engaged. They were tagging everyone in Grail, in the 10KTF chat. They were tagging the winners, compliments, tweeting out about the WAGMIs. And I was like, okay, I think people are liking this. People are very into this, and it created some deep emotions into them. And what I have to say is that I should have kind of I should have been able to predict this, if I have to be honest, because we've been more than 1 year into this, and there are obviously very deep emotions that go with the project, the community, what we've been building all together, what we've been experiencing all together. So yeah, like that, like the WAGMIs were really a representation of all those emotions and how people really care about this project and this community. So like it was incredible. Like I was a bit shocked, but it makes complete sense, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, Diamond, how about you? How did you feel about that evening, and how did you, if you reflect on that, how does it feel?
Oh, I mean, like Netta said, like I don't like y'all. I put on my corduroy suit. I had on my jean jacket. Like I came in full DJing, right? Like I came in looking for my buddy Oscar, and next thing you know, realized I was at the Oscars, and just like what is going on out here, right? With my mullet in full effect, I even had like my wife cannot stand this bullet, right? Like this style of hair with the bowl. It's like a bowl cut with the mullet. She hates it. Can't stand it. Can't wait for it to go, right? And so like showing that off on stream, giving it a little love. Someone even said in the comments, "Oh, hair looks great today, Diamonds." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're melting my heart right now." You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I don't know, just the little things, right? For me to be able to celebrate the year, it was a long year, and to be able to put those, get the graphics, like just the quality of production that y'all threw together on that. I'm not gonna front and act like I was on the backside trying to tap in on any of that too much. Y'all crushed that straight up. Netta, Atare, the team we've got, y'all. It's incredible to see it come together the way that it did, right? I don't know, to have the team support, to have the community support along this journey has meant a lot. And, like Netta said, it was highly emotional, for a lot of us, more than even I expected. I ended up fucking crying on stream, right? At the end of the night. Like, just because, like, the way that I care, the way that, like, Swolson said, like, Web3 is real. Like, the metaverse, like, this is all as real as we want to make it. But at 10KTF, we've had the blessing to realize what the power of NFTs can bring as far as community and as far as culture is concerned and what we're building here. And that's so special. And to be able to celebrate that with everybody and put a culmination on the WAGMIs, on the first annual. I mean, if that was just getting started, y'all, I cannot wait to see what the second annuals look like. It's going to be freaking insane.
So if I honestly reflect on that, I think I wasn't expecting, I think, the response either. But you're right. Maybe there's a lot of emotions, and people are real in Web3. We all have things going on in our lives, and so I think even if it was just like an award show that we put together for fun, I think to be recognized in a community that you care about and with people that you respect within that community, I think that's the frame there. And this was the first annual WAGMIs. I think the second annual WAGMIs, if I don't want to make any promises or guarantees, but first we have to now do we have to do them next year as well. I think that's inevitable, but
Yeah.
the because of the response. But if I think about it, I'm like, what if we had physical trophies with WAGMI's face on it, like the Oscars? I feel like that could be like
Yeah.
there's a lot of fun that we can do with it, and so I think just to speak about like the Damshire for a second, I think that's one thing that we really care about is how do we make these fun experiences, especially when it's alive. I honestly think about it almost like a Saturday Night Live or like Tonight Show, where each week there's a theme and it's like we're all getting together. We're talking about things in the back end, and Alf started the segment, and so shout out to Alf. Thank you for coming on. You're amazing and you're the best anchor in Web3. I
Amazing.
can tell you that right now. Your paper shuffles, my God, like this is. Let me do an Alf impression really quickly. Just
Strong.
guys, we have
Strong.
a dire situation in New Tokyo, and like, dude, you fit the bill, man. So
And if I was being honest, that was half of what Alf actually does. He's just so clean and so structured when he brings the paper down, Atare. No one
yeah,
can. It's like that buttery voice, the paper
Mm,
shuffle. I mean, New Tokyo News, y'all. Watch out,
yeah.
big things coming. You know.
magnifique, and so
Yeah.
um, and oh my God, the
And
double
the phone.
phones, the double phones, dude. Alf, like thank you, man. And so, Alf actually, because he was starting off the show, we talked with him afterwards. He was going to start the show, so Alf came on minutes before we went live, and what Alf said was like, "Oh, this is cool. This is like getting the behind the scenes um, of the damn show live." And the behind the scenes it was all three of us on camera, like doing our hair, getting our t-shirts on, and putting on our blazers. Honestly, the feeling that I had was it felt like we were getting ready for prom. We were getting ready for prom night, and like the limo was about to pull up because we're all like rushing. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm looking at like a video render that I have going on, and it was incredible. It was so much fun. Yeah, just the 5 minutes leading up to us going live, even that was just such a magical moment that I shared with you two and Alf as well. And Alf was just like, "Oh, this is cool. I'm getting behind the scenes," and then the cameras turn on, and it's showtime, baby. Like we gotta, we're ready to go. And yeah, like we started those lives as like we started them because of Crate Miss. Um, like the damn show started Crate Miss as like a thing, and we started doing the crate reveals, and we did it on the live stream, and then it just kind of, it turned into something else, and it's its own thing now. Like the lives, it's its own experience, and the Monday shows are its own experience, and I love that
Yeah.
we have like this really cool dynamic, and so each week it's fun because again I've heard about comedy writers on the Tonight Show on Saturday Night Live, and they talk about this rush of like we got to get the jokes ready, and then we got to get the production and the costumes, and then leading up to the Saturday it's crazy, and then we go live, and it honestly feels like that. It's like this, it's this rush. Are we gonna get those assets? What if we did this? What if we do that? This, and then when it's showtime when we're there to perform. So I'm so pumped to do more live.
Yeah, the ideas are always more than what, like, we always have more ideas
Yeah.
than what we can actually execute. But I think that's the beauty of being so passionate about something. You have so many ideas, you have to actually choose which ones to execute because you don't have unlimited time and resources. But yeah, that was great. Like I had so much fun
Yeah,
this
I
week.
know the difference of nothing, y'all. So I'm out here on the live stream stroking my nipples. Like, Atara, you could edit this out later, right? Like, I'm just out here. I'm vibing, man. I'm vibing, you know? And now, like, we could edit this out. Like, I'm not gonna, it's not a big deal, all right? I'm just saying. I thought we might have been able to edit it out. We do some things backstage. That's all I'm saying,
Shout out,
all right?
shout out to Diamond for his comedic relief. That was incredible. Um, I think if I speak for the damn show for just a second, I think that the chemistry that we have here is pretty incredible, and it's fun to just play off of each other because we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and we all lean into that, and it's awesome, and I think the community really appreciates that as well. So I love the live streams. Honestly, like it's one of the highlights of my week. Thursdays always were the highlights of my week since 10KTF, but I have another reason now because have another reason now because we get to feel that rush of like, let's put on a show, baby.
Like for me, like I don't know about y'all, but like this week, even though we were headed into it trying to make it as fun as possible, like that's the origin place of the damn show, right? Us three degens getting to hang out and kick it, right? Like this week, it just like the production just trying to put things together a little ahead of time, like it felt like the level of pressure was elevated a little bit, you know, even for us, right? And so even though it was for fun, like there are these pieces on the backside, like you're saying, Atare, like production pieces, right? That we're thinking about, like Netta said, the content that we have listed that we're like, can we get all this in even? Like, is this even, we have X amount of time. Can we execute right now? You know, and it's just part of us. You know, we mentioned it the first week, the way we're gonna get to learn, the way we're gonna get to grow, and honestly, y'all, like a lot of love. Like I couldn't be more happy to walk through this fire with my damn degens. You know, we're doing the damn thing, right? Doing it together. That's how we make it.
Yeah.
So for whatever that is, as nervous as we get, once those lights go on, right, whether recording or not, I never mind getting a little zany, having a little fun, right? I get that layer of protection, that barrier, knowing that it's just me and my friends kicking it, you know? So for whatever it is, we can be as free as we want to be, you know? So thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Absolutely. And thanks to the producer to be always there telling us what we have to say.
Guy.
If there is a problem, the producer is ready.
Grovel harder. You're not groveling harder to Boss Wolf. I was getting tired of hearing that shit, if I was being honest.
Honestly, it's
Y'all need the AU. You need another AU.
I just
I'm like,
wanna-
no, I'm not fucking doing any of this, man. You know?
Yeah. I just wanted to say thanks to Crazy Carl as well. That we played a lot with Crazy Carl during the WAGMIs, and I don't know, guys, how do you feel about the whole
so
situation?
Carl has an amazing community of Crazy Carls, which the three of us are a part of as well. And Carl showed out, and you know, I'm not gonna touch on the allegations or anything like that because I think a 12-year-old made them. To be honest, I think it was a child. You could hear it in the back. You could hear it be like, "Mom, not right now." So I don't want to put too much weight on that, but I think Carl is one of the most deserving individuals for the Hype Award because of how much hype that he brings in 10KTF on a regular basis. He's in the Discord. He's copy pasting. He's also a huge whale as well. So I know the Carls got a little bit heated because of the situation, but look, we're the host. We get we have a producer. We gotta just go with the flow, and we're live. Like there's not much we can, you know, do like if we get fed information. So shout out to you, Carl. Like you're an amazing sport. And also, like rumor has it that maybe there's a trial in the works for Carl and the allegations, and so maybe, you know, there could be a lawyer and a whole case so that Carl can finally get acquitted. Because look, we stand with Carl. Like I want to be very clear, justice for Carl. It was a situation that was thrown on us as the show started, and we're live, baby. We got to roll with it. The WAGMIs, the annual WAGMIs next year, with trophies. No promises, but possibly some trophies. I think that'll be a fun thing. Well,
we'll try it. Yeah. What I wanted to say now is Thursday was a great day. Besides the WAGMIs, we also found out that it was kind of Christmas again for all of us in 10KTF. We found out that there is a little bag of ApeCoin waiting for us somewhere. So we're gonna be able to claim some more ApeCoin thanks to our efforts in the missions on Battletown, and that fucking feels great. That feels great. How do you feel?
Cha-ching. $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then yo me, yo me, yo. My jungle love. Oh, yo, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm big hyped on that, y'all. Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah, me too. So we
Yeah.
found out about it as we finished the show, and the dress shirt is getting a little loose, and we took off the blazers um, and could relax a little bit, and then we get like a notification, WAGMI tweet, and we're like, oh cool, what's that? And we see ApeCoin on the thing, and that was a nice. First of all, I don't know if it was planned or not by the team, because tweets typically do go out on 6 p.m. for most Thursdays, and so if the team did actually push it to 7 p.m. so that the WAGMIs, because they ended around 6:20 p.m. Eastern, so if it was pushed, we thank you and appreciate you guys for that, because I think if everybody got wind of an ApeCoin and we're still in the middle of our ceremony, that would have been that would have thrown off a lot of things. So that was appreciated if that's actually what happened. And yeah, like it's pretty cool because these are the missions from August 6th until September, and so that was about 2 months. And by and large, like if you had a decent amount of 10 KTF NFTs, then you got a pretty decent amount. Like I'm not complaining about the amount that I got whatsoever. I'm very, very happy. And
No,
actually, I
me
want to
neither.
jump off of that. This is this is showing what play to earn actually is. You don't need a full 3D game with this and that and that. We are living play to earn right now. We played and we earned ApeCoin, and so I don't see this going anywhere. I see Battletown becoming more and more of a thing, and and just more play to earn games and of that variety happening for us. And so it's pretty cool to be in that project that's doing play to earn, and I think it's going to try to do it in a way that's sustainable.
Right now, it's all based upon monetary investment, right? Like as far as your return value on what you're going to get back, right? Like the larger bag you put in, the larger bag you get out, right? Which is appropriate per the market. But I also think, like, I look forward to the day where there's alternative creation, alternative thought put into some of this, to where some creators can get additional value in what they're doing as well.
It's so interesting to see how like we hear a lot about this play to earn, but I don't feel like I played any game yet. Like even if I'm getting ApeCoin and everything, because I don't like to play games so much. So what I feel like this is at the moment, it's like
Ooh.
engaged to earn. Like if you're engaged enough in the story and in what is happening, and you are following what WAGMI-san is doing, what are the events in New Tokyo, you get into what's happening. You get into the missions because you're there. You're always you're paying attention, and then you get rewarded for that, which is interesting because I always spent so much time like watching TV series, like time that I love those TV series. They gave me so much. They gave me different perspectives or different words, like Game of Thrones, so interesting. But at the same time, I have to be honest, sometimes I felt like I was wasting my time. I felt like, yeah, okay, today I spent 2-3 hours, especially when I was in university, I was still studying. Today I spent 2-3 hours watching TV series. Okay. What are you doing with your life? So, like seeing that, I think many people that are really into Netflix feel like this, or, they watch on other platforms, feel like this, like, okay, I watch a ton of stuff, but where is this time going? Is it really beneficial for me? And to see that this engagement is repaid with actual value, that it's a monetary value in this case, it's kind of crazy. It's something that I've never seen happening before. It's something that only Web3 can bring to us, in my opinion. So yeah, I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that, to be honest. It's like kind of revolutionary again,
I completely
in
agree
some
because I think
sense.
a lot of the things that are going to be mainstays are going to be almost invisible, because this almost feels like an invisible layer, because nobody is like predicting we're going to get X amount of airdrop or airdrops of ApeCoin, and so we need to do A, B, and C. It's just like we know that there's some reward in the future, but like let's engage with each mission, and if you engage on a consistent basis, you get rewarded. I also want to loop in that staking for Bored Ape and Mutant Apes is going to be launching soon. I don't know the exact date, but I know that's coming up in maybe a month. And to stake and earn ApeCoin with your Mutant Ape or Bored Ape, you actually need ApeCoin, because you deposit your ApeCoin with your Mutant or your Bored Ape, and then that earns a percentage on what you have. And so for me, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. I don't need to convert any Ethereum into ApeCoin because I don't hold any right now. I can just use this ApeCoin to stake with my Mutant Ape. Like, that's fantastic. And so the timing couldn't be better. Almost like they're thinking about these things.
Yeah.
Okay, there could be something behind
Yeah.
this, right?
And we know engagement matters, right? Engagement's always mattered in 10KTF. Staying as close to the narrative as possible. We all know we have day lives. People will fill you in. Check out New Tokyo Rumors. Check out, Speculation Alley. Check out The Damn Show. Check out New Tokyo News. Folks are working to get all that information out there, right? Always have been. But that being said, as things continue to progress and storylines continue to diverge or intersect, right? I don't know. The team showed us a little propensity to kind of have some battles start to arise, maybe even within our community, right? Within the damn show, even, right? Between captains. So for the long term, just the way that some of these battles might end up playing out, right? I don't think we'll fight to the death, at least hope not, right? But like, if I got to lay down some damage on someone that wants to get down with the Toads, like if you're rocking with Boss Toads, know that I'm firing full force, all right? Like, I love you, but like the heat's coming your way. You know what I'm saying? And we'll have the ability to play with fun with like antagonists and protagonists within the story throughout the journey. And so these little bits, the engagement piece, and then also what Netta was saying about like, I don't know, like what you said about watching TV shows. For me, like when I used to be a top 10,000 Call of Duty player, it was like, it got to the point where like I was really fucking good with my Call of Duty player, right? But like I also had to like look around. I was like, dang, like my real life, all my other buddies, like I'm playing basketball and Call of Duty right now. I need to change this up, put a little more time into my academics, put a little more time into like the me person too, right? So I think that was like, for me, it was my first consideration of like immersing myself in what could be considered a quote unquote metaverse, right? Like red pilling. It's been a similar experience a little bit with 10KTF this year, only on a much more involved, much more personal level with my community members. I mean, I know what we're able to create here and the culture we've been able to build has just been incredible. I mean, I got some really good people who like to do some like-minded tech stuff together, and we're all figuring it out as we roll. But I'm excited to see where this all goes in the future, and it doesn't feel like playing video games when you just link up with the homies and everybody's hitting you up. New mission, new battle on battle.town, make sure you get your loadout in, right? Like, we're all checking, looking out for each other, making sure we're all ready to join. And so whenever we have to go jump in any virtual world, like if any other virtual community wants it, like, they're just, I hope they don't want the smoke because they're going to get absolutely roasted, you know?
Yeah, so big week in 10KTF. Even though it's, in between seasons right now, we still got a nice Thursday tweet that I know a lot of people are appreciated. Let's move into some wider metaverse news. So yesterday, the Jenkins art was revealed. So Jenkins, for those of you who don't know, is a project that started with yachts, yacht stands, keys, and tickets, and they wrote a book, and you can go and read that book right now if you own one of those NFTs. But then they also moved into their wider universe, and the story they wanted to tell was with Azurbala, which is like this mystical land, and everybody got a bored and dangerous NFT, and the idea was you could burn one of those to get like a PFP in that new world. And so they revealed after 6 months, quite a while, they revealed what their art was going to look like, and the burn for NFT was going to start in maybe 2-3 weeks. But all of that's been put to the side. Like there's no other way to put it. There was widespread, I think, there was widespread pushback from everybody in the community, whether you were the biggest lover of Azurbala and Jenkins or you didn't know the ecosystem. Everybody saw that and was like, what's going on here? Like, what is this art? And let's put a visual up for the people that are watching right now.
We've seen a lot of criticism, like towards like almost any collection, like when they drop their art or anything, there's always someone that says, I don't like it. It doesn't look as different as this. They can find a million problems, but this time it was really overwhelming, the amount of dislike on these collections. Like, so it's like really I can just jump in and say, yeah, guys, I don't like it either. Like I don't like this. But the problem is not if one person doesn't like it. It's just that when the vast majority of your community and of the wider Twitter community doesn't like something, that's a problem. Because anyway, you're selling something, especially if you're not just an artist that it's like creating their art and they're not looking at the monetary. They're just, this is my art, that's it, I don't care. No, like here you have a community that invested a lot of money into the project. They're expecting a certain outcome of the whole collection and how it's going to be perceived by the market, by all the other communities as well. So this is on another level. So I understand that they decided to pause the release of this, and they're taking like some steps back, deciding to what to do now, like probably change the art. But yeah, like I don't like it, and I'm kind of sorry that this happened, and many people were disappointed with this, especially the holders. Like I'm not an holder. I got my mutant pretty recently, so I wasn't into the Jenkins project at all. But yeah, this is what I think. I'm just happy that they're taking the feedback. They're not going like, no, whatever. We just continue because we put the work and we don't care. Not like they're taking the feedback and they're going backwards and deciding, okay, so what should we do with this?
Yeah, Diamond, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, yeah, I mean, first off, the art, like, I'm really glad that it's pre-reveal and they're gonna get the chance to remix this and come out with a different product, right? And credit to the team, as fast as they jumped on this. I mean, within the hour, they had addressed that, hey, this reveal is not trending the right direction. They didn't tuck their head in the sand and try to run from it or try to act like it wasn't happening, right? Like the reveal was a bit of a train wreck, right? The pre-reveal, but thank goodness that it was a pre-reveal, and so. For whatever that is, people are going to get the opportunity. The team addressed it, jumped on a Twitter space, started working through the issues and accepting the feedback. Like they brought up a lot of people up on that space and were just open to hearing whatever they had to say and writing down the feedback, right? And people were commenting the same stuff, about whether they didn't think the clothes necessarily fit, but the avatars work or what have you. Right? People provided their input, and the team was receptive to that. So, I mean, credit to the team. Let's understand this is NFTs, right? Not a lot of companies that are out there building at these types of levels with these grand visions are doing it with the input and feedback of a community in real time, right? And so to see that happening, that's one area where, at least for the NFT space, there's a benefit there, right? And so I don't want to just completely rag on the drop, but no, like somebody on their team had to fucking like see those, right? Like, and I don't know who they passed them around to or what, but like, I don't know. It's really cool. They got the avatar eyes. Like you can see the avatar based eyes, right? But like the overall like look, I don't know. Like, and this isn't to like talk about any other projects, but like I'm really excited for artists to start looking outside of traditional animal type figures. And to be honest, the tiger, whatever it is, the animal like figure, that might fit for Azurbala, right? But maybe the additional traits and what's going on there just I don't know. Like, is it a cat? What is it exactly? I'm asking myself, So, and then again, I'm just one person, and my opinion isn't shit, but looking at the larger response and how receptive the team was, also understanding, Neil Strauss is the one writing that book, a world-renowned New York Times best-selling author. They have Murda Beats, who did the Bored and Dangerous book, right, with the actual like the track on the background of that. Those are two huge artists, and what they release pre-reveal and the story that they're building, they're doing an incredible job over at Tally Labs, right? So whatever that is, right? Everyone, no one bats 1,000. I think one of the founders said on that space yesterday, and I think that's a really sound perception. Like us as NFT holders, yeah, we all want to see maximize value and maximize like the most new setting trend art in our projects, right? But that doesn't always happen. So for whatever the team's doing over there, I see them operating in the right way as far as addressing it, getting out and saying that they're going to take the time to really recreate these avatars in a way that the community can move forward with, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I think there's a couple other elements I want to touch on this before. I think I would jump into like if I had some feedback or if I had some comments for the team, and if they were to listen to this, here's what I would want them to know. So first is that I think that they're one of the few NFT projects that A16Z invested in. I believe it's a $12 million seed round into Tally Labs, and so not only do they have a bunch of degens and NFT holders to serve, they also have their investors, so they have a fiduciary responsibility to set this right for Tally Labs. So it's I know we've seen a lot of rug pulls and slow rugs, even if they're unintentional, and I don't see this becoming one of those, simply because you have that added layer of A16Z invested in you, and they gave you money as well. So it's sad that is necessary to also guarantee that something's not going to slow rug over time, but that's also the reality right now when it comes to NFTs. The second thing that I want to talk about is that my question is, did you have any outsider people, or was anybody within Tally Labs pushing back on any of this, and what were the reasons why that feedback was not taken as seriously, or if it was put aside? And if nobody pushed back on this, then is it a question of some people didn't feel comfortable voicing an opinion because of an organizational setup? I also heard one of the founders of Bored Ape say, or excuse me, I also heard one of the founders of Jenkins say that they genuinely thought that this was fire and they felt comfortable releasing that. And for me, I hear that and I'm like, yo, guys, like, real talk, like, are you saying that just because it's a public setting, or do you genuinely believe that? Because if that's the case, then like for any art decisions moving forward, you need to really think about how much involvement you want to have on the decision making here, because I feel like 99% of people, if not 100% people that have seen this, have been like, what is this? How did this happen? You guys have been working on this for 6 months. And so I would really, again, I'm trying to be constructive here. From an organizational perspective, I would really, really think about what really happened here, and what other things that you guys might be blind to, that you guys are really sure about, but you haven't like really gut checked with external people. Because if this can happen with this art, then your tokenomics. I'm thinking about, have you done the diligence on your tokenomics? Have you done, other parts of the business? Have you thought about all of it deeply enough to the point where it doesn't turn out like you think it's a home run and it's a complete dud? So that's kind of like the raw thoughts that I had listening to that space. And I wanted to actually jump up on stage and share some of those thoughts, and then it was taking a while, and so I had to jump out and do some other things. But that's what I would say if the Jenkins team listens to this. That's my feedback.
I mean, but like I don't know, like I was saying, I went back in after listening to the space and like looked at the Twitter feed of Jenkins and Azurbala, and there's little hints like the close. They had posted the close on their timeline the day before the reveal, right? And so like these little hints ahead of the pre-reveal, even the pre-reveal. I saw a video where you can see one of these figures within the video, like looking down through a hole on the top of the Azurbala like jail type simulation they've been working. And like for me, like at least in 10KTF, we work deep clues. Like if the team's given us anything to possibly run, shit, we're creating stuff the team isn't even thinking about, right? And so if the team's showing us what the clothes might look like in Azurbala or in New Tokyo, if they showed us what the clothes are going to look like, we'd freak out about that. We already have people lay in possible PFPs. Shout out to I can't remember the name, but we've got somebody like laying all these PFPs, the Ranga PFPs, over the top of the 10KTF gear right now, right? And we've done that for a millennial now, at least going back to goblins, and we've seen some Son renditions, and somebody actually did the version of Azurbala, because Jenkins and WAGMI have been in communication back in April, right? And so within that larger possible tie-in, we're always talking about the way speculation intersects. WAGMI did tell Jenkins to swing through New Tokyo on his way to Azurbala. And so there might be a possible connection there, just looking at the larger ape ecosystem.
So I don't know if the community picked up on this and, felt a type of way about this or not. But yeah, you're right. The hints were there. I also had, and I'm not going to name them, I also had some other people hit me up because I asked the question in a Discord, and they told me that they saw some of the previews a while ago, a few weeks ago, if not more, and they pushed back hard, and they said, I don't like this. What is this? They were very, I think, clear with their feedback. And this person is a huge Bala supporter, huge Azurbala supporter. And so the feeling that person got was that the team was confused as to why this person was pushing back so hard on the designs, the styles, the clothing, and everything. And so it really does seem like everybody in the room was either fully bought into it or agreeing and following one person because they felt like they couldn't stray from the vision or the mission. But the market is clear. Like the floor for Azurbala, the board and dangerous NFTs it's halved in 24 hours now, and it seems like steady at that level now. And so the market responds in terms of qualitative feedback, which is the Twitter Spaces, the tweets, the memes, and then also the quantitative, which is the floor price. Like they're both very, very clear. I don't think that there's some people out there being like, no, this is actually great. A lot of people just don't like the art. I think it's pretty universally not appreciated or liked. And so I'm happy, and I put the tweet up earlier, I'm happy that Jenkins is going to take a step back, reassess, and come out with something more, because I know a lot of really big apes that are in the 10KTF community as well have been really riding with Jenkins for quite a while. And so I've seen some of their tweets, and they're pretty disappointed with what the product was at the end of the day. And so you have to take that product feedback, and you have to be gracious, because I don't see any other way for you to operate at this point. That's your only path to hopefully do right. And I would say don't even think about the floor price. That's going to take care of itself after a bunch of really good execution. Execute a bunch, kill the next PFP art, and then everything that you have planned, make it a spectacle, do the best you can, and then I think people will regain that trust, because at the end of the day, that's what was lost, is that when you have the founding team say, we thought this was fire, and majority of people don't see that, then there's a loss of trust within that. And you could hear that on the Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, let's remember also that the NFT space loves comebacks. So it's not that you make a mistake and you're done forever. Like, depending on what you do, like if it's deeply unethical, okay, obviously. But in this case, I think they really have the opportunity to make up for their community and to come back with something that is really fire, and everyone is gonna be okay. Now you have it. Now it's cool. So, yeah, like that's what I expect from a team that is like professional and at the level that they are operating in that.
No better
project.
example of a comeback as Pudgy Penguins. So Pudgy Penguins, we all know they had that saga with
Yeah, the
Cole
Penguins.
and then Luca taking over, and their floor price is 3 ETH now, and it's looking really good with with everything that happened when it comes to ownership. It dropped down to 0.8 at one point in December of last year, and they've had a slow and steady climb back up to becoming a legitimate force in the NFT space. So there's always space for a comeback, and people love a comeback story. You're absolutely right, maybe.
Yeah, and in retrospect, like I said, like you got to do your own research, right? And those hints were out there for the community that was really looking for them. Like the team was putting it out for a little while, right? It's not a project I was paying attention to like that, but just keeping an eye on everything as a project unfolds. And I think it speaks to just community being willing to speak your opinion when you do notice something like that, you know. And credit to the team for taking all that feedback out and excited to see what that project continues to do because it is an awesome project. One flub doesn't define an entire project, but like Atari said, the market's responded obviously, but everyone loves a comeback.
So I want to talk about our episode last week, Damn 13, which was with San, Kaku, and Cromagnus. So we had them on, and yeah, guys, I mean, that was an amazing episode. I think the response from the communities, and communities, I mean, 10KTF and the Sand community and the wider Twitter space, that was incredible. We had a lot of fun with that. And I think what I got from that interview for me personally was, I mean, I've met Crow before, but Crow is just an incredible human being and who really like cares about the details of his craft, of the art and what it means and what it represents and you know, like the ethos behind it. Like you can see the care when he speaks about his art and how careful he is with it, which is I think a really really good thing because you want artists to be precious about their artwork. And then with Kaku, you know, this was the first time that I was speaking with him, and I'm just so impressed by I think his conviction and also just Kaku as a person. I thought he was an incredible guest and very very like gave incredible answers. Was very gracious with each of us individually. We've been talking more in just the DMs as well, and I'm like, wow, like this is a blessing for me and honestly us for the Dam to host people that are really incredible. Honestly, like that's genuinely what I feel, and I'm. He said it a few times in the episode and on Discord afterwards, but it's like when the three of us are in the same city and he's hosting a show, I would love to attend and you know, meet him in person because but yeah, like we
Yeah.
need more people, we need more founders like this with this energy, and the energy that I got from San was amazing. I said it in the last episode, but I'm a holder as well, so like obviously you can like just keep that in mind. Like I want to be very clear about that, but I think even if I wasn't a holder, I'd be like, why am I not a
Yeah.
holder
Yeah, I had
after
the same
meeting with them
feeling.
and talking with them?
It was so nice. But like Crow, I also met Crow here in New York. But with Kaku was the first time that I was actually interacting with him and hearing him speak and explain about his project. Besides the fact that the music is fire, they did also Twitch stream, and it went crazy. I love that music. I love his music. So I'm also expecting to be able to participate in real life to his performances. I don't know, maybe Miami. Who knows? There is a lot going on this year during Art Basel. There could be something for Sun as well. But yeah, I'm really grateful to see these founders. Being so interested in what creators in the NFT space are doing, so receiving these blessings, you know, to have them with us, and at the same time seeing them so engaged with us, and really really happy about the conversation we had. So yeah, that was a great experience. I don't know. I'm when I think about it, like I just get super happy about it. Like yeah, one of the best episodes for sure.
Yeah, it just reminded me of like how lucky we are, kind of like Netta was saying. Like I didn't have social media a year ago. I mean, 3 weeks ago, we're up on Carl's
Yeah.
face, up on stage, talking to Beeple and Figgy, right? We get Crow, we get Kaku on, we get like this has just been Mayor White. Like it's been insane. This whole journey for me has been truly mind blowing, and so I mean, really humbling. I mean, there's been a lot of times where like I don't get nervous about a lot of stuff, but like some of these NFT legends, like I do get a little nervous about, right? And so like watching the Twitch streams of San and like Kaku's vibe that's on the stream is the same vibe that we get like kicking with him backstage, and then even on the stream, like I don't know, it's just that vibe. Like there's something there, and like he was saying, can't wait to meet up in person. Like from the town, always repping the A's, like Oaklandish all the time. Where like I'm an A's, Raiders, Warriors fan, Northern California boy, like all the way back. Didn't just become a fan. Like good years, bad years, whatever it is, we get down. And so there's something about the Bay Area. My wife's from Antioch. She's from the Bay herself. She was like, there's something about like Bay folks. There's a Bay vibe, and like it just emanates from Kaku. And like Crow's an artist. Like the world of respect for my dude. Like y'all, he's colorblind, and like the colors that he throws down into his fucking art, it is mind blowing to me. That's why I was like, Crow's art should never fucking be free.
Wait,
Like
what?
getting the own.
Yeah.
Wait.
You
No,
didn't
no,
know?
fucking,
Yes,
no, I don't believe
Yeah.
you. What?
yes, Crow's colorblind, y'all.
That's crazy.
And though he still throws all that fucking dope color, like, and we were just talking, like, the fact that like Kaku was like, I told Crow, don't bring me another fucking random animal, Crow. And then Crow's like, oh, awesome, I've been wanting to design off a triangle anyways, and they're using a triangular design as the focal point for all their art that builds off of it. They've got a professional team. They're not looking for outside VC funding. They're backing it their fucking selves. They're betting on them fucking selves, y'all. Right, to get these headphones out, to get the platform built out. They've got the networks to be successful. There's not very many projects in the community right now that are built on their own legs and say, hey y'all, whatever comes our way, we're ready for the fucking storm. We just need some real soldiers that are ready to ride. And San's got some WAGMI fucking just legends over there, some 10KTF OGs, and some amazing Oni OGs as well. Like whatever they're gonna end up doing, y'all, incredibly bullish. Like just, and that's not like not financial advice, but like on that fucking team, oh yeah, diamond hands for sure.
There's, I love what you said because there's, first of all, I didn't know Cromagnus was colorblind, but now that I think about it, only he's able to make his art because that's his superpower. It's the fact that he's colorblind, that he's, able to view the world and his art with the lens that nobody else, with his technical skills in his brain and then his, his vision, nobody sees the world like him. And so that's why there's only one Cromagnus. So, wow, that's incredible. Two, I think we've learned in the NFT space that it's about the team and the team's ability to execute. But there's one there that I don't see talked about enough, but it's the heart and the soul of the team. How much do they care about Web3? I can say the three of us, we care about Web3. We work because we want tomorrow to be a better day in Web3 than today. And so we're going to be, in the future, I don't know what the word is. I've heard a term like ethical influencer, stuff like that. But I think that's definitely way more in line, even though I don't consider myself, and I think none of us consider ourselves influencers per se. I can get behind, ethical. I like that word a lot because I think it's a really important thing and the space needs more of it. I think the energy that I see in Crow and Kaku is very much in line with that, given their experiences with Oni Force as well and everything that happened for them. And they saw, probably a much deeper view of that than much of the public. And so they know that you can get a short-term win, but the long-term, it's not worth it. And so, like, let's do it right. Let's do right by the people that are investing in us, and let's kick ass. And I sense that energy, and that fires me up because when I see other founders and creators like that in the space, I'm like, yes, you can be good and ethical and execute and win. Because that's what I want to see more of in Web3. And so that, it's like I feel something inside when I think about Sand. And I think that is something other people feel as well. And that's why I'm just so fired up. I'm excited for this art
I still
reveal
can't
when
believe that
Crow
I had
art when.
three minutes. I can't believe it.
Y'all, I'm gonna be
Crazy.
and I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Like I was like, I think back to when I was watching Crow's, like, cause y'all, I love Crow, like art must flow, right? Like I've been such a huge fan of Crow. Oni's my original parent, right? And like the fire he walked through with Oni and the community
Yeah.
and the way he handled himself through that, like an absolute professional, like the
Yeah.
world of respect for that, right? And so, like, been watching him, right? Even in his garage, right? He's got the little love table up. He's in there b-boying and like dancing. And I swore, y'all, I was gonna go to NFT NYC and like be ready to go out and bop it up with Crow and like get out, and I'd even practice it up, right? I was gonna do a little like backspin and like throw it out for my guy Crow one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I'm not lying. And then like he was just, it was such a vibe. I was so busy talking with everybody, I never got the chance to go meet the legend, right? And so for him to pop on stream and us to be able to have that moment right here, it's just NFTs, y'all. What the fuck is going on in Web3 right now? I'm
Yeah.
telling you, there's been a few experiences lately, like when D's5's like, oh, I'm Team Diamond Hands, and I'm like, how the fuck does D's even know who I am? Like, are you kidding me? Like, let me know if you ever want to smoke a bowl sometime, legend. You know I'm fucking down, bro. You know? So, I don't know. For me, there's just been a few things recently where it's like I think both of y'all said, like these blessings. You know, we've just got to continue to stay ready for whatever they are, and continue building as a community with our community through the culture, building this culture, y'all. We're doing some incredible stuff. And I think what you just said, Atare, you know, it's about ethics, right? But really, at the end of the day, we're looking for honorable people, you know? And WAGMI's honorable. We got a bunch of honorable folk. And talking to Crow, super honorable in the way he's handled himself. Kaku, honorable as well, right? And like looking for people that don't just talk the talk for the bag. We can see the way that they're walking the walk for their community. You know, that's the stuff we need to
Yes.
start getting behind, y'all.
Facts. Boom.
The time is wow.
Maybe is it time?
The time is wow.
The time, ladies and gentlemen, the
Time
time
is
is wow.
Yeah.
And this is perfect because you got your WoW sweater on. I got my WNBA hoodie on. Roz Gold. Hey, on Wu Day already said she was gonna be in the house. Like Roz, like the legend Roz. I don't know. I'm a huge. I don't think y'all know. I didn't know Roz was in WoW. Like she just got her Tierra Punk. But like I saw that and I'm like, what the fuck is like? I'm not gonna lie, like I've been watching ESPN for as long as I could remember, and like watching Roz's like come up through that, like, oh fuck yeah, let's go, girl. Can't
Oh
wait to
my
give her a high
God.
five and like legendary shit. That's gonna be another moment where it's like, holy fuck, how am I in the same room right now? You
Diamond.
know, it's like that.
That's a I know that's a big Bay Area connection because you know I get down with NBA and I watch the Warriors that 5 year span, and what they did was incredible, and they just won this year as well, so it's not even just 5 years. And
Yeah.
Roz, I know she was the on court
He's amazing.
reporter and she was in that for a while, so that's incredible that you're gonna get a chance to meet her at
Yes.
the WoW Gala, which is what we're talking about. The time is wow. Maybe break it down for us. What do we
Let's
got going
go.
on?
Yes. The time is wow. So, okay, it has been almost a year that we have been hearing about the WoW Gala, the WoW Gala, the WoW Gala. And we were waiting. We were waiting because we knew that it was going to be this year, and we knew that we had like 2 months' notice from announcement. So, what happened is that yesterday, September 30th, yes, yesterday, yes, they dropped the announcement finally. So the WoW Gala is going to be in Miami on December 1st. And I can't wait for this. I'm so happy. Also, we're all going to be there. The dam is going to be in Miami. So let's just announce it. We are going to be there. And we're all WoW G holders. So we're going to be at the WoW Gala. So if you want to say hello,
We're gonna be there in our
just come at
galactic
us. We're going to be there.
glamour outfits. I don't know what that looks like right now. I'll be honest. For me,
Oh,
Diamond, and
yeah.
maybe, but that's the theme of this galactic glamour. Diamond, if you had to announce what you were gonna wear in your ideal world, what would you be wearing at the WoW Gala? The theme is galactic glamour, so keep it on brand.
I'm aware. I'm aware. Don't worry. I'm aware. I'm not sure just yet, if I'm being honest. Like I said, I live in a super eclectic, artistic town. So like for me, like knowing that this is coming around the corner, I have enough time to get ready for it. I think me and my wife are gonna have to start hitting up some of the secondhand shops that are around. Like we low key hit the secondhands and picking out those galactic items that will put together the absolute glamour suit for us. Obviously, a little flashy, a little dashy, right? I don't know if I'll have to pull the mullet back or what we'll exactly end up doing. Get a haircut for sure. I mean, obviously, I don't really glamour ain't really my gig, but I'm gonna start using the facial cream. Making sure I'm moisturizing and getting me right 2 months out ahead of time, so that way when that camera comes up for our damn show close up, snap snap, we're all looking as fly as possible. Oh, and my wife's coming out as well too. Super excited, she's gonna get to come too. We'll be getting down and enjoying the evening.
Maybe
Yay!
how about you? In an ideal world, don't commit to anything. What are you wearing?
Uh, I'm not committing, but if I have an idea in my head, it's shiny, it's purple. That's what I have in my head, but I could be the opposite. But like for now, this is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think purple is a no-brainer. I'm thinking about purple as well, but like I'm thinking purple and gold, baby. Get some gold in there, get some purple in there.
Nice. Classy.
We're gonna have a blazer with that
Yeah.
going on. I don't know what it looks like yet, but I'm gonna try to find that and really show up to the WoW Gala. I'm excited for this because I think the NFT space needs more events like this
Yeah.
that are on theme, on brand, and create an experience rather than just let's get a space, let's get a DJ, let's get some
Yeah.
drinks, and then fill it with DJs.
And think that they've been planning this for so long, and as they say in the
Wow.
tweet, this is gonna be their biggest event. So I'm really expecting crazy stuff, like the crazy stuff, like performances, guests. And there's gonna be anything. So
Strap in, baby,
yeah,
because we're
strap up.
going to the WoW Gala. The dam goes to the WoW Gala.
I can tell you right now, y'all, I'm gonna be looking outlandish
Do
AF,
it.
right? Like I don't know what it'll be, but it will be loud and outlandish. It will not. It'll be galactic, glamour
Okay.
themed. Like I'm staying on brand, but like
Top.
y'all are gonna wonder, like, what's that dude with the mullet doing? Like it will be on Diamond Hands brand.
Strap in, everybody, because the dam goes to the WoW Gala. We're so excited. We're all holders of WoW and WoW G. And, personally, Diamond Hands, you were telling us your outfit's going to be fully Diamond Hands branded, but WoW Gala themed. So we're excited to see that. Maybe you're going to rock out in a amazing gown. And I'm going to have maybe a purple gold blazer. And honestly, I hope there's a purple carpet for all the DJs to show out their outfits because I don't think that we get enough of chances to do that as DJs. We'll show up in our hoodies and whatever. So, guys, for those of you who don't know, the people that attended the IRL event for 10KTF, that meetup, everybody got some board coffee, Captain's Brew mugs, and some Captain's Brew coffee beans as well. And so if you want to grab yours, they're live on the website right now. The website is thedam.show. Check that out and grab yourself some Captain's Brew. We spent a lot of time on this and worked with Board Coffee. They were amazing partners to work with, and you know, we had a lot of input in how we wanted to do it, and so we did a tri blend to represent each of the captains. And we hope that you enjoy the coffee and just create more things for the community. So check that out, and we will see you next time, and also on Thursday for the live stream. So take care, everybody. Signing off.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, just real quick. Make sure you get some of those damn beans. They're real fucking good. Get a sip. I'm telling you. If you're bored and sitting around, get you some damn beans.
damn
It's all
coffee
you need to
beans.
wash away a fucking terrible day. Get you some damn beans. Chill out, y'all. Take care. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
The coffee is going to get you ready for anything your day throws at you, including that damn kaiju. Have a good night, everybody.
That's right.